love of football each and every week for many, many people and many, many reasons. Thanks again for coming out. Vipers fans, we need y'all to be loud today. We need you to bring that energy. And most importantly, Vipers, we need you to smell what the Vipers are cooking.
And with that, we are on the way to week 3 of the XFL. The Florida folks pulling out their winter coats. 68 degrees and sunny here in Tampa. Week 3 ready to open. Houston Roughnecks at 2-0 take to the road for the first time. They come in as an 8-point favorite. And the Tampa Bay Vipers finally get their home opener. This is the progressive countdown to kickoff. And really, is there any other way to open up a game from Raymond James here in Tampa? A nod of the cap to the great Chris Berman. For Greg McElroy, I'm Steve Levy. Good afternoon, everyone. We're excited to be here. It's already getting late for the Tampa Bay Vipers. Can you go to 0-3 in a 10-game regular season? But it's early in the MVP race. P.J. Walker, though, appears to be the front runner for Houston.
He's been amazing. And this is exactly who this league is for. A guy that was stashed on practice squad with the Indianapolis Colts. Never got opportunities, never got reps. But now, as the starting quarterback for Houston, he has been electric. Leads the NFL in passing touchdowns to showcase not just accuracy and an acumen within this run-and-shoot offense that's so exciting and fun to watch, but man, just playmaking ability, adjusting arm angles, and using his legs as well. They're going as far as to say he's the Mahomes of the XFL. Well done, USA Today.
Yes.
But understandably so. He has been truly outstanding through the first 2 weeks.
The Roughnecks are the top-scoring team in the XFL. The most touchdowns, most points, certainly on their way. And when you're the face of the league, you get to talk it over pregame with Diana Rossini.
PJ, you guys don't script your first 15 plays, unlike any other teams in the XFL. In fact, here's proof of it, guys. There's nothing there but words of encouragement to keep them motivated. So for you, what play do you want to go to early, knowing you're going to see multiple coverages?
Probably spread right 90 Hank, which is a quick and easy throw just to get me going, to get the flow of the game going.
Run or pass early on? What do you guys go to?
We'll probably pass the ball early. Might pass the ball for the whole game. You never know, Coach June. So I'm looking forward to it, though.
All right, Steve?
Thank you. And so how do the Vipers stop P.J. Walker? Jerry Glanville's been coaching up defenses for 7 decades. Moments ago, final instructions for his unit. And Tom Luganville, he's sneaky, you know. He's eavesdropping.
Yes, sir.
I don't care if you're in the 6 or in the 4.
Go get him.
He runs. He's yours.
Yes, sir.
Coach, talking to the guys here real quick, you told me that every pregame warm-up, you watch the opposition's quarterback to tell you how you're going to defend them.
Right.
What did P.J. Walker show you in pregame warm-up?
Probably the tightest spiral I've seen all year. Very tight spiral. When they went 3-1, he gunned the out away from the 3-man side, which is, I'm glad I saw that. I didn't know that the throw was that tight. Remind me of Joe Namath's ball coming out of his hand. That's not good. I wish we'd have seen a duck. No ducks.
No ducks. All right, Coach, go get him.
Thank you.
No ducks in Tampa today. Jerry Glanville came in ranked number 19 of the NFL's 100 greatest characters list. Again, he is a football treasure. We are ready to go. There is some pressure on the hometown team. 8,000-mile journey the first 2 games. Losses on the road, able to move the football up and down the field. Just can't punch it in the end zone. Keep turning the football over.
See 0-2, but you watch them and they don't look like an 0-2 team. They have athleticism. Remember, Vegas coming into the season, they pegged the win total for Tampa Bay at 7.5.
Yes.
So clearly the roster, a lot of talent, have had some ups and downs, have had some adversity, but certainly an opportunity to get things on track against the hottest team in the XFL.
This has been the progressive countdown to kickoff. And we are set to go. There's no coin toss in the XFL. The home team gets the choice. And well, we've seen they've been able to defer, but here at home, Tampa Bay wants the football. And we are underway. 90% of XFL kickoffs are returned, like that one from Rennell Hall. Taylor Cornelius was a backup behind Mason Rudolph at Oklahoma State before finally becoming the starter in his 5th season. And that season, he upset 6th-ranked Texas on Saturday Night Football in Stillwater. He threw for 321 yards, 3 touchdowns, and rushed for 2 scores, including the deciding touchdown. First down and 10, start with excellent field position from their own 41.
Hurry, hurry, son!
Throwing on first down, underneath cradled, Reese Horn, who revved up the crowd early. Apparently able to take it off the turf for a short game.
Cornelius has a big arm, really strong arm, big guy, 6'6". Not the most athletic guy in the world, but throws a really nice ball. Just got to get really comfortable and pick up where he finished last week.
Corn Dog will hand it off that time. Davion Smith, the ball carrier. Mark Tressman is the head coach and the play caller.
78 solid. 78 solid.
Guys, I think they're signaling in for the most part. That's why you're seeing more of an up-tempo approach here. Coach is getting them in early.
Hurry, son!
Throw down to 5, approaching midfield. Here's Cornelius. Throwing and caught. It's Horn. And a big gain and a big first down after the 35. Ajane Harris made the stop. Again, this has not been an issue moving up and down the field for the Tampa Bay Vipers.
No, this is where they're at their best. Middle of the field, they can move it between the 20s, but as the drive continues, got to keep the pedal down.
Gain of 19 on that play. Here's Smith. Crashes inside the 30-yard line. The Shad Lions makes the stop for Houston. There's an injured player now. Dietrich Nichols for the Roughnecks. While he's being attended to, some of today's impact players.
Tampa Bay has some playmakers, and probably the biggest surprise on the entire team is Dan Williams, their wide receiver. Quentin Flowers is a quarterback, but can be used in a bunch of different ways. Very athletic, so expect to see him sprinkled in throughout the game plan. And then defensively, you see that name, Coney Ely, former 2nd-round pick, star of the Super Bowl 50. He's been excellent so far in the first 2 weeks. And Gabe Wright, the former Auburn standout, 2 very disruptive pieces in what is a very physical front 7 for the Houston Roughnecks.
Back to the ground game to Smith. He is swung around by Edmund Robinson. And bring up a 3rd down and 4.
62. 6. Hey, down. 5047. Saturday. Middle. Hurry, son.
Some pressure from Houston. Throw away. And it was deflected. Troy Lewis coming at Cornelius, and it's going to be 4th down.
That was a nice rush off the right side. You see him try to swim up inside. You see the right side just kind of collapse. Isaiah Williams on his back pedal there at the right tackle spot. Nice job defensively getting a hand on Cornelius's arm as he tried to throw the fade.
Going to go for the field goal. Andrew Franks, a former NFL field goal kicker. He'll attempt this one from 48. Kick on the way. And it is good. So the Vipers take the football, march down the field, and settle for a field goal and a 3-0 lead.
Excellent start for Tampa Bay. Last week offensively, just no rhythm early in the game. Mark Tressman talked about, man, we had to ramp up the tempo a bit. And it was tough going on the road to Seattle. Tough road game, great environment there in Seattle. So a good start from Tampa Bay to try to create a little momentum.
We already introduced you to Jerry Glanville as if he needs an introduction. Jerry gave June Jones his NFL coaching start, hired him as a QB coach 1987 with the Oilers. Who's that guy on the right? You recognize him?
He looks familiar.
Saban. Glanville was hired as head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. Brought Jones on as an OC in 1991. In 2005, roles were reversed. University of Hawaii head coach June Jones hired Glanville as his defense coordinator for 2 seasons. They go back to 1977 when Glanville actually drafted June Jones into the NFL. And other than a dark period for about 10 years,
Shark.
they've been pretty close. Here they are on opposite sidelines.
Glanville said June Jones is the one guy that actually knows what I do defensively, which is pretty remarkable. And June, of course, said, well, I know exactly what he does defensively. The problem is he knows what we do offensively.
Right.
So these guys very familiar with each other.
Something's got to give. 3-0 Tampa Bay. Gonna get our first look at P.J. Walker. Can't wait for that. And that kick into the end zone. Ajane Harris will run it out beyond the 30 and out to the 37-yard line. Before taking the XFL by storm, P.J. Walker was on the Indianapolis Colts, sharing a quarterback room with Andrew Luck and Jacoby Brissett.
In my 2-year career, I would say I learned as much as I possibly can from Jacoby and Andrew together. They both 2 smart guys that know the game very well. You know, the way they approach work every day, just to have those guys and see the way they do things, it was impressive to me.
It's invaluable to be in the room with those 2 guys as far as his knowledge of the game is concerned. But the problem is those guys took all the reps. Now, P.J. Walker's running his own show here in Houston.
Gonna throw. Screen out of the backfield to James Butler. For a couple, Jason Neal makes the stop.
If you haven't seen P.J. Walker, you're going to love him. He's electric with the ball in his hands. He showcased that playmaking ability when he was at Temple. I mean, one of the best players in Temple history. Big part of why Matt Rule eventually parlayed that opportunity at Temple into Baylor and now into a job with the Carolina Panthers. So, big reason for Temple's success, and that leadership has been on display these last couple weeks.
Pressure, 2nd and 6. Set it up to Butler again. And he just gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a good yard. It's 3rd down. Marcellus Branch forced him out. Let's go, baby.
All right, Vice.
Let's go trio right.
1.
Trio right.
Vice
60
1.
Army. Trio right. 60 Army.
We got trio right, 60 on 2 ready? 60.
X got an up over there. Got it. Sammy got an up. Gonna get the out over here.
Walker throwing for Cam Phillips.
Great catch.
Made the grab. Great catch by Phillips, who was the XFL Player of the Week. Had a 3-touchdown game last week.
Let's go trips right.
Odd choice.
Trips right. 33 Broncos, Radford. Trips right. 33 Broncos, Radford.
Hey, I'm cool. Appreciate it. Yeah. 4 down. Stay go. Triple 41.
Got numbers over here.
45.
To the short side of the field.
Come on, baby.
Butler will lower his head for 1 yard.
Be ready for it.
Top.
Yeah, guys, just talking with Jerry Glanville prior to the kick, he said, I know exactly what Houston's going to do. June's going to try to throw the football out wide, get our undersized defense running sideline to sideline. He termed it as getting our tongues dragging. And he said once he does that to us, then they're going to try and run it at us. So far, that's been the script. Jerry was right.
And you look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Very athletic, but undersized at all 3 levels.
Right back to James Butler. Began his career in Nevada. Graduate transfer, went to Iowa. Glanville said he doesn't want any 300-pounders on that defensive line. He wants defenders who can run.
No doubt. And he found a defensive tackle, one of my favorite players to watch in the entire league, Nikita Whitlock, number 49. He's 5'10", 250 pounds. Defensive tackle
leverage,
now.
Baby, leverage.
Yeah, low man wins, right? I mean, talk about getting beneath that guy. Very, very disruptive, though, in the trenches. Even though he's undersized, he's slippery now. He's like a 250-pound bar of soap.
6. Walker to throw for. Lofts one, just too far. Cam Phillips. He had him by a step, and Walker and Phillips could not hook up. Again, they combined for 3 touchdown passes a week ago.
And you got to think that Phillips, you know Jerry Glanville's aware of how he can impact the game, but that time he climbs and stacks the defender, had a step, and just an inaccurate throw there from P.J. Walker. A little bit better toss, and Phillips would have found the end zone yet again.
Greg, we got to keep an eye on Phillips. He practiced 1 day this week. He looks like he's hobbling just a little bit coming off of that long throw.
Had an ankle injury early in the game. Didn't impact his performance last week, but nursed it throughout this week.
Austin Rico. It's a really high, really short punt. And he'll be down at the 25-yard line. Really high and really short. That's a 17-yard punt. Tampa Bay at home. They've had leads before, haven't been able to hang on to them.
Now, okay?
3-0 here back in Tampa. Vipers ahead of the Roughnecks. Now, head coach Mark Trestman right here next to me. He is not calling the plays. They've decided to let Jamie Elizondo call the plays, the offensive coordinator. As Coach Trestman told me, they're sharing the play sheet.
75% rule, Taylor.
A little bit more input from Coach Trestman, but they want to go fast. They want the tempo to be up and expect them to take a shot here after getting that defensive stop.
Yeah, you heard the play call in the break, Tom. They said chill, which means chill out, everybody. It's a play action. So
and then poster.
And poster. So we'll keep an eye on the Z, which should be in the slot. Let's see if that Z runs a post off play action.
Hurry, hurry! Soon.
First down and 10, second possession for Taylor Cornelius. Trying to zip one across the middle for Jalen Tolliver. There's a flag down, back at the 15-yard line.
71 with the hold. We're going 10 yards from the previous spot. Holding. Offense, number 71. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
It's Isaiah Williams.
So far, Isaiah Williams got beat up on that last third down that led to the deflected pass, and that time gets caught on a holding penalty. He's going to have to be better on the right side of that offensive line against these excellent defensive ends for Houston.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
See if it's Corey Crawford, the guilty party on Houston.
Encroachment. Defense, number 93, 5-yard penalty. First down.
Houston Roughnecks came in as a 7.5-point favorite. That surprised you, by the way? I think people were expecting a bigger number. You see the records, Houston 2-0, Tampa Bay 0-2.
I think a lot of people have not been paying attention to Tampa Bay because they can move the football.
NASCAR, son!
First and 15. Davion Smith. Out to the 29, Corey Crawford to stop.
Here we go. We got home, strong left, Kodak. Home, strong left, Kodak. Floyd, Philly check.
So Kodak means I'm going to take a picture. I'm going to take a picture of what they're doing defensively.
Let's go.
And then he's going to make a check or an audible based on what he sees. So it's at the hard count here.
Bad Philly. Bad Philly. 847.
Bad. Probably means run to the left.
Smith, a loss. Beniquez Brown, the stop for Houston.
Fossil left, Xerox. 62, Z Kitty, X Basic, F Shallow.
Noticing, Greg, that the play calls are shortened up a little bit from what they've been the last couple weeks from Tampa.
Yeah, keep an eye here. You're probably going to get a shallow here. And then a basic is an in route on the right side. So let's see if they read out that right side of the progression.
Throwing on 3rd and 6. Now the quarterback takes off. There's some of that athleticism for the big fella. Taylor Cornelius, 6'6", 233, and that's 12 yards right up the middle.
Well, in case you had a prop bet on rushing yards for Cornelius, you might just have hit the over. Not the most fleet of foot, but an excellent job moving in the pocket.
Quick throw to Reese Ford. I'm sure that Cornelius is tired about hearing about P.J. Walker all week and say, hey, I can run with I got legs too over here.
Yeah, and a very popular man here in Tampa is that backup quarterback, Quentin Flowers, who is also extremely athletic. So Cornelius saying, hey, man, I can do it too. Let me show these wheels off a little bit.
Cody Brown getting up slowly for the Roughnecks.
It's been a nice start, though, from Tampa. I mean, a really good job of running the football. Good job by Cornelius taking advantage of opportunities with his own legs. And Cornelius cheered on by his backup quarterback right there, Quentin Flowers.
You know, Greg, the thing about Cornelius and Flowers is not only is Flowers a quarterback, but if he comes on and he stays on the field at the same time with Cornelius, now you got a matchup issue on defense.
Yeah.
No, like when we get tackled, get up with it. So you don't get used to it.
NASCAR, son! I'm in!
Rushing 5. And that throw hits the turf behind Dan Williams. Houston will hit the quarterback. They lead the XFL in sacks. And they're sending 5 on just about every play.
Yeah, they can get after you up front. I mean, really good personnel.
66.
And if you look at Tampa,
66.
their offense, been able to move the football. The yards are astounding, but the production and points been very disappointing for Mark Trestman and Jamie Elizondo, the offensive coordinator.
3rd and 5. Cornelius. That's some zip on that. It's a catch to Jalen Tolliver, and it's a first down. Diana.
You know, there's been some inconsistency with these quarterbacks. Who's the starter? It seems to be a competition every week, but the crowd here in Tampa Bay, they're cheering, we want Flowers.
And understandably so. I mean, former South Florida Bowl. Spent a lot of time here in Tampa and has been electric when given the opportunity. Just not the most consistent thrower, but dynamic with his legs.
Just put him up on the Jumbotron. That got the roar from the crowd. First down and 10. Throwing ball is deflected and falls down to the turf. Williams could not hang on to it.
Hey, watch green. Watch green.
Good Twizzler. Dribble right. Good Twizzler.
Good Twizzler. Watch green. Good Twizzler. Dribble.
Other side, Reese.
Smash left. Let's go, let's go. Left. Saturday. Hurry, son.
2nd and 10. Cornelius rolling. Threw that one away intentionally. Johnny Maxey was chasing him down. Aaron Murray was the allocated quarterback for the Tampa Bay Vipers. Local hero, SEC record holder. He's out with a foot injury, missed last week, missed this one, did not play particularly well in week 1.
63 ball.
We were told he'll be healthy to go next week. That's provided they want to make another change of quarterback. See how Cornelius does today. His 3rd down and 10.
Hurry, son.
Protection's good. Gets rid of it. Behind Reese Horn and nearly intercepted by DeMarcus Gates. 4th down.
Cornelius just needs to go through his progression there, moving in the pocket when he didn't need to. He had guys open. That time just late trying to hit the shallow cross. And if they had completed that, get it to a 4th and manageable, would have likely gone for it in that situation. So unfortunate miss there by Cornelius.
Yeah.
Tell you, this crowd's unmerciful, guys. They're halfway through the first quarter, and every incompletion is followed by a boo.
Most popular guy in the world is the backup quarterback.
Oh, man. How about the 3rd string quarterback? Is he popular too?
Sure.
Jake Shum punts it in the air. Sam Mobley from the 10. Able to get out to the 16-yard line. Nick Moore, the special teams tackle. P.J. Walker and the high-flying Roughnecks still looking for their first points of this ballgame.
ABC's presentation of the XFL is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com.
My dad asked me this week, goes, you know what a roughneck is? And I said, of course, Dad. And then I Googled it. Back in the late 1800s, when the oil industry boomed in Texas, the workers on the rigs were known as roughnecks. And roughnecks working atop Spindletop Hill in Beaumont, Texas, struck oil and when the Lucas Gusher produced more oil in one day than the rest of the world's oil fields combined. Wow. Helping launch the U.S. into the oil age. The Roughnecks, obviously. Think we need to tell people about the Vipers? Think we're cool on the Vipers?
We're good. Yeah, we got the Vipers. Yeah, well, at least I'd hope.
First down and 10, second opportunity for P.J. Walker and company. Trailing by a field goal deep in their own territory. Here's Walker, steps up and throws. Ball was tipped, and it's caught. Racing down the sideline is who else but Cam Phillips for the touchdown. How about 84 yards to the house? Already the league leader in touchdown catches. That's his 5th of this young season.
Just a beautiful route. Watch the eyes of the defender. I mean, his eyes are in the backfield. You watch him, and he is up thinking that Walker's about to run. Instead, no, he doesn't. Little stutter go over the top. You find what's been the most productive wide receiver in the XFL through the first couple weeks. You can't leave him uncovered. And it appears like we're going to see another 3-point play after the big play there from Houston.
Ball is spotted at the 10-yard line. We've seen one successful 3-point play so far in this young XFL season. Million Wildcats from a week ago. Going for 3. Back of the end zone, it's caught. Sam Mobley doing the toe tap in the back of the end zone. And it's a 3-point play and gives the Roughnecks a 9-3 lead.
Unbelievable throw. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. Walker working his eyes to the right, but he sees the safety in the back who's looking at him, and next thing you know, the receiver runs right in behind that safety who's responsible for that zone in the back of the end zone. I mean, perfectly placed, perfectly timed, and just a beautiful conversion from Walker.
Diana.
A little Mahomes magic out there you're creating. First, the touchdown. Take me through what you saw there.
Opportunity. You know, we got one-on-one with Cam on the outside. He did a hell of a job running that route. So he was wide open. So just put the ball in his hands and let him make a play.
You guys keep saying you're not going to go for 3. You're not going to go for 3. You're lying. You went for 3.
Went for it.
What did you see from the defense there?
You know, we game planned that, and we did a great job. You know, I did a great job reading what I saw, and Sam did a great job getting open.
What did you see?
I saw the safety come down. He was sitting on Nick a little bit. You know, I just had to get the ball around him.
Guys.
Explosive offense of the Roughnecks on display there. Rennell Hall for Tampa Bay. And out to the 31-yard line. P.J. Walker, we mentioned, the face of the league. He's on top. Total touchdowns. He's got 8 now. That's more than every other team in the league.
That's amazing. Just amazing to watch him play and the confidence that he's playing with. That was an excellent find there on the deep ball off the broken coverage.
And this would seem like the perfect time to get Quentin Flowers into the game. The people's choice here. Vipers need a bit of a spark, and there he is. And he comes out throwing. Able to complete the Jaquez Patrick out of the backfield. We asked Flowers who should be the starting, if he should be the starting quarterback on this team. And he gave the classic no comment. All quarterbacks think they're going to should be the starting quarterback.
Hey, bag you rabbit. Hey, smash right. Rabbit. Bag you rabbit. Hey, 842. Saturday. Hurry, set.
First time both backs are in the game, and Flowers trying to keep it, turn the corner. We'll pick up a few, but Equus Brown forced him out. 3rd down, Tom.
Yeah, down here on defense, safety, what did you see that prompted you to peek in the backfield?
He came up, and I thought he crossed the line of scrimmage.
So you thought you had the quarterback sacked?
Yeah, I thought he was sacked. That was all.
Coach Glanville just told me if you guys do what you're coached to do, they don't have a play. Is that true?
Yeah.
All right, man, go get it.
3rd and 6.
Yeah. Hurry, set.
Flowers can do this for you, takes off, and has the first down on 3rd and 6. Gets 7. And the Roughnecks know what's coming, Greg, when Flowers is in the game.
Absolutely, and you can't be too aggressive when rushing the passer. With a dynamic quarterback, if you rush too aggressively and you get pushed by, those lanes will open for Flowers. It happened that time, and he was able to make a nice conversion on third down.
We got him. We got him.
Yeah, Greg, you hear coaches all the time saying, you know, don't rush past the level of the quarterback, because that's what creates that wide open space up the middle.
But Houston had too many players on the field, so they're forced to spend a timeout. Each team gets 2 timeouts per half. Later today, the Dallas Renegades and the Seattle Dragons. Catch that game on Fox, 5 p.m. Eastern. Then we get into tomorrow's action. I think this is the highlight of the weekend. How do the Guardians respond, and what will the atmosphere be like in St. Louis? That's the ESPN game tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, and then the nightcap. The DC Defenders have the benefit of having the first 2 games at home. They'll travel out west to Los Angeles. The Wildcats, much like these Vipers, they need to get a victory here. It's only a 10-game regular season. You could be out of this thing really quickly.
Also turn things around pretty quickly as well. Everyone within striking distance for the most part. And hey, as these teams grow, they're going to improve by leaps and bounds throughout the course of the season.
Bit of a high snap. Flowers will keep it, run up the middle, stumble out towards midfield. Carl Bradford, and that's a great point, Greg. So there's no exhibition games, right?
Right.
So we're 2 games in. That's kind of the preseason feel. And by now, everybody should start to click a little bit better.
No doubt. And these guys, they haven't been together that long. It's like these offensive lines have ever played together. The quarterback's never thrown these wide receivers. So some up and down plays to be expected in the first couple weeks. I mean, these guys barely know each other.
Going to be a 3rd down and short. 3rd down and a long yard.
Yeah.
Bison. Don't wait. Make sure everybody's set. Make sure everybody's set.
Third one. Running the football with Patrick. Slammed it up in there into Nick James. And he gets the first down.
Well, Greg, you talk about putting together these rosters. You're talking about 70 players for 4 weeks, whittled down to 53. And now all of a sudden you're supposed to have a perfect product. Football doesn't work that way.
No, I mean, just the chemistry is so difficult to create, but I mean, you can tell already teams are starting to create some momentum and they start to separate.
Flowers looked like he was heading for the sideline and cut it up on Charles James.
Turbo right. Good Oscar. Turbo right. Good Oscar.
Hey, good Oscar, good Oscar.
Don't wait on him. Tell him to get down.
You're good. You got to think that's a run to the right.
Flag comes in.
False start. Offense, number 67. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
It's Gerald Foster, signed as an undrafted free agent out of Nebraska by the Washington Redskins.
Greg, you heard Coach Elizondo, the offensive coordinator, telling him, hey, get down, get set, so you can run the play, and then you have the false start. So it's not going to be perfect every time.
Final half minute, first quarter. Quick pass out of the flat to Tolliver for a yard, and DeMarcus Gates will tackle. Don't have to run another play here at the end of the quarter.
63, Z All-State swap, X under jerk.
Hey, 63. 63. Drag. Bam.
Here's the X. You hear the under, you got to think it's going to be an under route to the left-hand side.
And they don't get it off. That's the end of quarter number 1. The highly anticipated.
That is the end of the first quarter of play.
Home opener for the Tampa Bay Vipers. Had a 3-0 lead. The Roughnecks came back with a long touchdown, 84 yards, and a 3-point conversion. You miss a little, you miss a lot. The XFL on ESPN. Back in Tampa, getting ready to start quarter number 2. Steve Levy, Greg McElroy, Tom Luganbill, and Diana Rossini, and our outstanding XFL on ESPN crew. The high-flying Roughnecks came in as a 7.5-point favorite. And with all the boxing that's going on in Las Vegas, nice of our friends at Caesars Sportsbook to still remember the XFL. Those are some of the updated numbers. And if you like the Vipers, just come back and win the game. Forget the points.
There you go.
There's your plus 420.
Pretty good odds.
The heavy hitters. They're only down 6. They're at home.
Can I borrow 100?
Sure.
All right, perfect.
Again?
I borrowed from Tom. Okay.
Flowers still in there directing traffic now. All sorts of time. And now out of time. And really slips down. Being chased around by Carl Bradford. Tom.
Well, Taylor, when you've gone in, come out, how do you keep your focus and know that you're going to get that next play?
You know, we've done it in practice too, so I mean, it just keep the same flow, you know, as practicing in the game.
What do you have to do to stay in the game so that the coach doesn't substitute you?
Just keep making plays and moving the ball down the field.
All right, man, thanks.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Vipers got a field goal on their opening drive. And to follow that with consecutive punts, Jake Shum. Sam Mobley. Pretty big hit. Took a hit at the 15, sent down to the 15. Lucas Waka made the special team stop. Diana.
Coach, this Vipers deep offense looks very different now that Flowers in it under center. So how is this changing your game plan?
We have to make sure we keep him in our sights and don't let him scramble on us. And it's a lot of action on the corners, a lot of run pass options. So it changes a little bit because now he's an action quarterback and he stays. Just that last play, for example, he ran around for about 10 minutes, didn't he?
I think it was
Seemed
about
like
7 minutes around there.
I know it was a long time.
Coach.
You're out.
So the Roughnecks will take over at their own 15. Last time they started their own 16. One play was all they needed to go 84 for the touchdown. And the throw, and the two Viper defenders collided. Looked like either one of them could have made the interception. Hanneman and Branch, the nickel and the free safety collide.
Man, they could have potentially gone with an illegal use of the helmet on the friendly fire there. I mean, you see those two guys trying to converge on the football. Almost had an interception, but a pretty violent collision there between one of their best defensive backs, Branch, and the corner on the outside.
Khalil Lewis was fortunate he didn't get caught in the middle of that.
Man.
2nd and 10. Walker to throw, batted up in the air, and knocked aside. DeAndres Mount got his hand up to knock it down, nearly picked it off.
Yeah, that's a nice job by Mount. And his eyes are in the backfield the whole time. Comes off the run action and knocks down the pass. Excellent job there on the end line of
Reno
scrimmage.
to H. Reno to H.
Tampa Bay, the #1 defense in the XFL. They need a stop. Houston sets up the screen to Nick Holly. And let's see where they spot him. Looks like he's going to be short, just short on 4th down. They like Nick Holly out of the slot.
Punt it, punt it, punt it. Let's go. Punt it.
You know, saying punt it just crushes June Jones. He probably wants to go for it even backed up, but good job on the screen, and Hawley's been a fantastic story. One of the guys to gravitate to in this league. Has had to overcome 3 ACL tears and an injured back just to play, but he has been a real bright spot there in the slot for Houston.
Good, you good. We're going to get it back.
Rico back to punt it away. From his 15. Deontay Dye from the 25. And out to the 33-yard line. Again, last time P.J. Walker had the ball, they went one play. 84 yards to Cam Phillips. Sounds a little something like this.
That's how you make a play. That's how you make a play, 14. That's what they talking about. You a playmaker.
So Cam's talking to himself there a little bit since he wears 14. He told us yesterday that the play is never over with P.J. Walker. I thought Walker was going to run right up the middle there.
And the defense did too. Gotta love the self-talk there from Cam Phillips. I don't care what they're saying. We're loving you up, Cam. You've been excellent.
Here's Patrick on the ground out beyond the 40-yard line. Tampa Bay needs to get something going here.
Tough choice. Go that. T-right.
A little tempo.
You hear Kodak again. It's going to be a fake count.
Hey,
bad Bronco, bad Bronco, bad Bronco.
Run to the left.
Indeed. Flowers hands off to Patrick. Has the first down. Tiptoes down the sideline. Gates forced him out. There is a flag down. Check the marker.
Spot. From that spot. Okay. Still second down. Okay, 80. Holding. Offense, number 80. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Replay, second down.
That's the tight end Goolsby. No Nick Truesdell today for Tampa Bay. Here's Tom with June Jones.
Well, Coach, you've had a first few series now to get a feel for what they're doing on defense. What are you seeing from Jerry Glanville?
Well, they're playing very aggressive on the slots, a little bit more than they had shown on the film, but they have to do that kind of against us. So he knew that, and you know, they're playing hard. We caught him on a over aggressive on one of our routes. It was a big play, so that helped.
You feel good about your protection so far?
He's been kind of sliding around and trying to, find some room in there. So we haven't protected real well, but we got two new starters in there, and so it's always hold on to your rear end when you do that.
All right, Coach. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Houston is without Marquez Tucker, the right tackle. Also, Demetrius Rainey is banged up the center. So need some help on that offensive line.
To be expected. Hold on to your rear end. That's the truest thing. That's coming from a coach. Imagine how the quarterback feels.
Nice of him to clean it up for us as well. 3rd and 6. Here's Flowers. Protection is good. Houston rushing only 4 that time, and Flowers down the sideline, and it's caught. Jalen Tolliver in a play that took forever to develop, and it's well worth the wait for Tampa Bay, gain of 23.
Good donkey. Let's go, get him down, get set. Make sure everybody's set before you snap it.
Patrick for a yard.
All right, give me a nickel. We got double left, 68, X spot. Z Harvey, why sit?
Sultana, one dog.
68, one dog. Close right.
Spot is to your right.
Banjo time.
Drag. Yeah. Saturday. Right here, son.
Flowers off his back foot, goes into traffic, and the catch is made. What a grab, and the flag. How did Davion Smith hang on to that one when Cody Brown just wrecked him? And that has this home crowd fired up.
What an incredible catch. I mean, knowing you're going to get hit, the ball's in the air forever, you stay with it, and you're a running back. I mean, just an incredible job there by Smith on the wheel route downfield, and what a throw.
So unnecessary roughness
from Quentin Flowers.
25 defense. Okay. The result of the play is the catch. After they catch, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 25 of the defense, half the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
That's Cody Brown, the hard-hitting free safety for the Roughnecks.
Look, I know it was a lot of it was a hard hit. It was a physical hit. It was violent, but it didn't look like a personal foul. He didn't lead with the helmet. He didn't initiate contact with his helmet. So I don't agree with that call of a personal foul.
Those are the hits we thought the XFL wants to have in the game. Keeping it. Quentin Flowers. That's the first offensive touchdown of the season for the Tampa Bay Vipers. The conquering hero in his days at USF remains here at home very much. We'll see where that ball is spotted now for the conversion. They're going to go from the 2.
Hey, good gorilla broom.
And go for the 1 point and the lead.
Close right, move. Move, Nick. Saturday. Where's that?
Flowers gives it to Tolliver. Crashes into the end zone for the extra point. And all of a sudden, things are clicking with Quentin Flowers in this Vipers offense, the 10-9 lead.
So is that live line that you just put in at plus 420. And Quentin Flowers gets isolated in space, gives a little shimmy, and finds pay dirt as the cap is off. The end zone is open, and this underdog is scoring.
No way. How we gonna do? Saturday. Where's that?
It must be for the Vipers here in the third game, the second quarter of the third game, to finally score an offensive touchdown.
Great drive, a lot of excellent plays offensively to get them in scoring distance, and finally they pay it off with a beautiful run by Flowers.
Andrew Franks will kick it away. Khalil Lewis. A little hesitation there. He will bring it out. Out to the 24. Little touchbacks on kickoffs in the XFL. Down to Diana.
We walked over to the bench. Everyone goes, we finally got in the end zone. Thank you. For you, how'd you keep yourself ready for that?
I told JP before it even happened. I seen it. We just couldn't predetermine. You know, I told him they were for the close scrape. DN chased him. I got one-on-one. And I know in open field, no one person can tackle me. So, you know, I just told the guys, we can't predetermine it. If it happens, it happens. Let's let it play out.
No one can tackle you. I like that. Guys.
Yes,
so he wasn't just in for a package, Greg. I mean, that's 2 full series. And my guess would that he has to be staying in at quarterback now, right?
Yeah, he's throwing it beautifully, too. I mean, what was the big concern? That was the question mark. Could he be accurate enough to keep balance within the offense? And he's displayed accuracy, that's for sure.
All right, P.J. Walker's turn. That's accurate and on the money. Who else but Cam Phillips? We got a ball game here today, and the conversions after touchdowns have really come into play.
Trips left,
right?
32 Denver,
Houston
left
going
9.
for the 3 to get that, and Tampa Bay just going for the 1 to take the lead here with 8:40 to play in this first half.
Guys, I just walked by Mark Trestman, and he said, you know, it's amazing what happens when you don't give the ball to the other team.
Quick throw. Khalil Lewis. He swung around out of bounds.
Hey, get off my face,
Let's go trips right, same. No, let's do it the other way. Trips left, same Tampa. Trips left, same Tampa.
We got trips left, same Tampa. 1, 2, ready? Same Tampa. Pull down, pull down. Right? Hey, you. Take go.
Here's James Butler, a big run, exploding down the sideline. Into the 30-yard line. Kelly the stop, but a 30-yard rush right there for Houston.
Well, you heard June Jones say same. That means the handoff and the run are going to be on the same side. Right there, a great job in the open field of creating some space, and that was an excellent job there. Running the football, and a good call by June Jones.
Greg, that's that old run and shoot draw.
So we got D's on the top side, 880 D's, and we got Dog over here.
5 receivers in for Houston now. Walker can pick and choose. It's Raheem Malone, his first catch.
Let's go trips right. Trips right, 33 Broncos, Radford. Trips right, 33 Broncos, Radford. Trips right, 33 Broncos, Radford.
Hey, we got trips right. 33 Broncos on 22. Ready?
4 down, triple 41. Dog 45. Say go. Double. 845.
4-1 look.
On the ground.
Yes, sir.
Butler
Yes, sir.
patiently picking his holes. Branch forced him out.
Come here.
And you hear that, P.J. Walker's mic in the background. Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Beautiful shake in the open field by Butler, starting to find some balance in what is usually an all-aerial attack in Houston.
Hey, we got square right.
19-yard rush there by Butler. He checks out. He'll take a breather. Andre Williams,
Hey, Deuce Monfield. Deuce Monfield.
among the Heisman Trophy finalists for Boston College back in 2013. Deep to the right of Walker. He's got the football. Dragging people down to the 5. Reggie Northrup got it up with a shoot. But about 6 minutes left in the half.
Okay, let's go. Trips right. Trips right. Bucks. Trips right, Bucks.
Hey, we got trips right. Bucks on 22. Ready? Bucks. Get the snap back down, T-John. Say go.
Stay on the ground with Williams. Nothing doing that time. Reggie Northrup, another big stop.
Trips right, flip 51Z. Trips right, flip 51Z under. Trips right, flip 51Z under. H has a corner, tighten down 33, tighten down. Not the Z, but you.
There's your Z. Expect an under.
Fumble the snap. Walker picks it up. Now trying to turn something out of nothing and into the end zone for the most unlikely of touchdowns. Off the fumbled snap, P.J. Walker picks it up and runs into the end zone for another Roughnecks touchdown.
Wow. I mean, broken play. Try to get a quick snap. Able to pick it up. Create something, like you said, Steve, out of nothing. Heads up play there by Walker off of what you thought might be a disaster at the start of that snap.
Sticky. 81 on 22. Ready?
They're going to go for 3 again.
What out?
Freeze.
I love this. Give me more.
Hey, stall it out.
You're going to have to check these.
Please. Say go.
Sticky.
3 points from the 10-yard line. Should Tampa come up with this and go down the other way, they'll get 3 points themselves. Ball's incomplete. Flags, I think, before the snap.
We don't want it.
See if Mount was offside.
Outside 53 on the defense. We're going. I know, but we're going to the 5, half of the defense. Yeah, I just want to make sure. Yeah. 53. Outside. Defense, number 53. 5-yard penalty. We'll retry the down from the 3-yard line, from the 5-yard line. The try is still good for 3.
So you want to talk about a value play. This is a value play. Now you get 3 points from the 5. And again, haven't had it yet in the XFL. So to be a scoop and a score and interception, Tampa Bay run all the way down. They get the same amount of points the offense was trying to convert for. So a 3-point play from the 5 because of the penalty, little back shoulder. Looking for Cam Phillips, and it's knocked away. Tavares McFadden. The defensive play, and that'll keep Houston out front by 15-10. P.J. Walker passing and running for touchdowns today.
Express! Express! Say go! Hey! Hey! Let's go! Let's go!
Back here in Tampa Bay, under 5 to play, and the Roughnecks a 15-10 lead. And Tampa Bay were about to get the football. It's been an exciting first half.
here with B.J. Walker. When I walked over, he was actually on the phone with his offensive coordinator. What did he have to say to you?
Just continue to play, continue to be aggressive, continue to take what they give me, and just keep moving the ball up and down the field.
How are you so comfortable in the uncomfortable?
Just consistency and consistently, like, having these mental reps in practice as well. Things happen like that in practice. And for me, on my end, I just got to continue to play and just continue not to basically get frantic and anything like that. Just keep playing.
All right, guys.
It's a cool costume, man. It's fun to watch. Here's Quentin Flowers. His third possession at quarterback. This is not a package. This is a quarterback change for now. He sparked this Tampa offense.
Ethan comes right to you. White. No, he wasn't. White.
See, Taylor Cornelius started the game, but is giving way now to Flowers. And Flowers has this offense moving with pretty good efficiency.
Flowers 4 of 4 passing. Cornelius 4 for 9 passing in his 2 possessions. Flowers across the middle. Jalen Tolliver could not come up with that grab. Diana, I'd rather Tom, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, here with Aaron Murray. Aaron nursing the foot injury, but what's your function down here on the sideline right now?
Oh, just trying to chart plays right now. Coverages, blitzes. What are they doing? Are they in a 3 down, 4 down? What are they doing on 3rd down? So just kind of relaying that to the quarterbacks playing and the coaching staff as well. So, I'm hurt. I can't play, but I can get trippy with my mind a little bit.
Look at this sheet down here.
It looks like chicken scratch.
Yeah, chicken scratch. Pressures, alerts, everything you're sharing with either Quentin or Cornelius, correct?
Yeah, all of them right there. So just trying to get a feel for what they're doing, especially, with both quarterbacks right now, they're changing, their blitz packages, their cover packages, whether it's Quinn's in there or T's in there. So I think we had a good beat. We just got to make some plays, and I think we can move the ball.
So here's your little radio here. Hold that up for us, guys. We're going to listen into this later into the game because it's not as crystal clear as you might think, is it?
No. So this is actually what's in the helmet.
Yeah.
So I just ripped it out of my helmet and, kind of put it to my ear every time we call a play right now.
All right, we'll catch up with you later, buddy.
Appreciate it. See ya.
Tampa Bay had reached Houston territory in all 4 previous possessions.
Yeah, they came.
Not this time. Not yet anyway. Jake Shum back to punt. Got some pressure, got it away. Sam Mobley, middle of the field for a 33. Mobley out to the 43. 10 on the return. It's a 40-yard punt. Well, tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern on ESPN, the New York Guardians. How are they going to play? Like week 1 or week 2? They'll visit the St. Louis Battlehawks, who are finally coming home. Great to have pro football back in St. Louis. And then next Saturday at 2 p.m., we will be in East Rutherford, New Jersey, for the LA Wildcats and the New York Guardians. Next Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern on ABC.
LA showed some signs of life last week. Good bounce-back performance from Dallas. So you got to think, as those quarterback positions, both LA and Dallas, as they solidify, those teams are going to be dangerous down the stretch.
P.J. Walker got rid of it quickly. Cam Phillips, his favorite target, you understand, his 3rd catch of the game. In case you're just joining us, Phillips earlier had an 80-yard
trips left
touchdown
up.
catch.
Trips left up. Trips left up. 880 D's, dog over here. We got dog on this side, 880 D's.
80 on 2 right? Let's. Yeah, straight. Hey, Liz, 52. I'm going to squeeze right here. Say go.
Here's the pressure. We're able to get rid of it. Leads to Blake Jackson. His first reception of the game.
Sam.
Let's go, same thing.
Oilers 0.
Let's go, trips right up. 881 Hank, F-lock. F-lock, 881 Hank. You go straight down the field, 33. So you got the Hank over on the right side. You got the Y coming under. Y, you got the half a mesh. You read it, 17, just like normal.
Hank is a curl route, so see if they go with that curl route to the left side.
5 receivers. It's Sam Mobley. Inside the 20-yard line. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Gain of 26 on that play. The Roughnecks with 1 timeout remaining. Minute 55 left in the half. Leading by 5.
Trips left up, okay? You shift into the backfield. Wait till he gets there, gets set, and then we're going same Tampa. Same Tampa.
Yo, one rushing target today.
P.J. Walker, 11 of 14, 169 yards, and the one touchdown. He's rushed for a touchdown. He's completed his last 7 passes. He's getting more accurate every single day, we were told, in practice and in the games.
They're same, so expect him to hand it to Hawley around the right side.
Indeed. Hawley to the right for a yard. To the Whitlock stop.
Let's go. Hum to trips left. Hum to trips left. 60. Yeah. Red. Hum to trips left. 61. 61 touchdown. Wide out.
Rainbow.
Hum to trips left. 61 touchdown. Wide out.
Hey, we got Hum to 61 touchdown. Wide out. On 2, ready?
I like the name of that play.
Hey, it's on 43. Blue 41. Hey,
Roughnecks taking their sweet time.
Take it.
One snap. Get it away. Walker. Throwing and completing to Khalil Lewis. Stays inbounds. Clock still stops if you're new to the XFL. They'll spot the football.
Shift. Trips right, shift.
Even double
Z under.
Tampa.
Trips right,
even
shift.
double Tampa.
F shift. Trips right,
even
F
double
shift.
Tampa.
60 Z under, wide. Corner 33. Got the flat. Guys bump and run. Make them cover the flat.
The pressure. Just too far out of the reach of Khalil Lewis. Terrence Plummer for a big hit on P.J. Walker.
Missed opportunity there on 3rd and short. Looked like Walker had a chance to hit Hawley in the flat, which would have been a bang-bang play, but likely a conversion. And a little greedy there against the all-out pressure. Just ran out of room in the back of the end zone.
Might have heard June Jones say kick it. After the first touchdown of the season by the Roughnecks, June Jones said kick it. Of course, you can't kick extra points. Here for the field goal attempt. Sergio Castillo, 28 yards, and knocks it through. And the Roughnecks will add to their lead, 18-10. Tampa Bay still with both timeouts.
Yeah, and you're going to see in the flat right here to the right side of your screen, number 33, Hawley. And you heard June say right before the snap, make them cover the flat. That means start there.
Got the flat. Guys bump and run. Make them cover the flat.
Make them cover the flat. That's one when you don't take where your coach tells you to take it. It's one where you almost want to go to the other sideline. You don't want to face that wrath as you walk back to the sideline. One of the rare misses that we see from P.J. Walker so in the first 10 quarters of football here at the XFL.
And you know all the players can hear you, especially the skill position players, with the great communication.
He held his poise, very cool, very calm, cool, and collected. I might have been a little more frustrated if I was the play caller and I had a 3rd down conversion dialed up.
Castillo in the air. It's Paul. Reversing field. Now in all sorts of trouble. And a flag comes in. And some blue language comes in as well. Face mask. It's been a well-played, well-officiated, clean game. First half from Tampa. And the Vipers' home opener.
Hey, 5-3. 5-3. Okay. During the return, personal foul, face mask. Kicking team number 53, 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
Drew Lewis flag there, so a nothing return. Turns out to be something with the extra 15 yards added on.
plenty of time here. Under 2 minutes. The clock will stop for 5 seconds after the ball is spotted. So you have your whole offense and Taylor Cornelius back in the center for the Vipers, which makes sense. 2-minute situation, likely a passing situation. Go with the more accurate thrower of the two.
Hurry, hurry, son.
Cornelius started, got the first 2 series. It's been Quentin Flowers' show after that. Pass threaded perfectly to Jalen Tolliver. He's beyond midfield, out to the 45 of Houston.
67. Chop. Chief. Chop.
Chop. NASCAR,
Lakers have both timeouts remaining. The underneath and knocked away, trying to go to rescore. Clock stops, 33 seconds left. Dietrich Nichols had good coverage for Houston.
62. Y. Haas.
62. 62.
Option.
Option.
Your Y at the end of the line of scrimmage.
Monday.
Tight end is the Y. Let's see if they start.
Hurry, son.
See, that's on defense.
Okay. Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 54. In the neutral zone, causing the offensive player to react. 5-yard penalty. Remains second down. Game clock operator. Thank you.
Luke.
Quentin Flowers, you got a little heat going, a little rhythm. What led to the change at quarterback to go into rotation now?
That's what Coach Tresman want to do. You know, just like I always say, whenever my number get called, I'm always ready to play. And I was ready. I went out there and made plays. That's what the offense wanted me to do, and that's what I did.
Thank you, bud. Taylor Cornelius making them now, guys.
That's a beautiful throw there by Cornelius to DeAndre Goolsby, the tight end, for a gain of 24. Mentioned in passing.
67.
No Nick Truesdell for Tampa Bay in this one. Missed some practice this week as a knee injury. He's been very important in this Tampa offense. Some more penalty marks come in.
Okay, all right. Timeout. Defense.
I think Houston, that might be the second time the Roughnecks have had 12 players on the field. And that's an easy timeout to spend there. So there's 18 seconds left to play in the half. Tampa Bay, they're moving up and down the field. There's good passes by Cornelius. They're also benefiting from the Houston penalties. And that's bailing out this Tampa Bay offense on this last drive.
Yeah, this has really been a nice drive so far. When you look at what Tampa's done through the air, Cornelius hasn't played in a quarter.
Right.
It's had the last 3 drives out. Ice cold on the sideline. It is Tampa, so it's not necessarily that cold, but he is in a rhythm now, and to be able to step right back in and secure that job and be able to throw it downfield with the accuracy he's shown these last couple throws, that's admirable. It's hard to come right in cold, no rhythm, and be this accurate. So kudos to him for stepping up when his number's been called.
And Greg, not to mention when nobody in the stadium wants you in the game.
Right.
Let's go. Monday.
At the 15 with 18 seconds left, and still both timeouts. Pocket breaks down. Cornelius. Spot him out at about the 12-yard line.
Okay, here we go. We're going to be nickel. We're going to be dribble left. Dribble left. 62. Z all-state swap.
62.
Z all-state swap. X under jerk.
62.
Dribble left.
62.
Got 14 on the clock.
Hey, Hill. Yeah. Option. Fan, drag.
This time the play clock will start.
Monday.
Game clock will start on the snap.
Hurry, son.
Here we go. Cornelius inside the 5. Davion Smith, the ball trying to push the pile. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short. Clock stops with 3 seconds left in the half. They have the 2 timeouts. Haven't had to spend it yet.
And it was a great effort. And how about your comrades coming and helping? Oh, it looks like he is just short. see the ball in their left
Right
hand.
there. Here's the ball short. Yeah, we have a great look down the goal line from the cart. If TV wants to know, that's the look we used.
Mike Chase is our replay official.
They're showing it on the big board right now. Is that us?
Chuck Bresnahan, the officiating
They're doing it,
supervisor.
yeah.
So good. All right.
That was outstanding. All right, so
All
we've
right,
got
four, here we go,
timeout
four.
Tampa Bay. 3 seconds.
Let's go. Monday.
First and goal.
Hurry, hurry, set.
Just got that away. Cornelius trying to bang home in that big frame into the end zone for the touchdown. Needed all six of them for the score.
Let's go.
Great surge, and what an answer from Tampa, and what an answer from Taylor Cornelius. Benched for 3 drives, comes back in,
Great job.
goes right down the field and caps it off with a great quarterback sneak and a good surge for the touchdown. Excellent response from Tampa Bay.
78 solid.
Mark Trestman.
78 solid. 78 solid.
Ball is spotted at the 5, so they'll go for 2 points, try to tie the game. Untimed down. Final play of the half.
Hurry, hurry, set.
This is a defensive penalty, of course. Cornelius will throw for it, and it is caught. Dan Williams went up to get it and bring it down for a 2-point conversion and a tie game at halftime.
And what a catch by Williams, but I tell you what, I don't know if Cornelius was throwing it to him. Like he might have been throwing it in the back of the end zone to Tolliver, but an excellent extension by Williams to secure the catch for the conversion.
Diana Rossini.
Coach, a lot of success here on this final drive here, but you made that switch at quarterback. What was going through your mind? Why did you make that decision?
Well, we plan on switching the guys up during the course of the game, and last week Taylor had a good 2-minute drive at the end of the game, so we thought he was best to run it at that time.
Are you going to stick with Cornelius, or are you going to go back to Flowers or do what you've done this first half?
I think we're going to start with Taylor again like we did in the first half, and we'll play it by ear as we go along. But both guys have the ability to move the team and make some plays when they're needed, and so we'll just stay with that formula for right now.
Thanks, Coach.
And if you had both Tampa Bay quarterbacks rushing for a touchdown in the first half, you win. Cornelius and Flowers both have rushing touchdowns. This is the final second of the half. And then the 2-point conversion. We're all even at 18 at halftime. No. Anticipated rematch finally happening tonight. Wilder and Fury 2. That should be outstanding. Looking forward to buying that one myself. I'm buying this first half. Greg McElroy. I'm Steve Levy, 18-all, just like we drew it up. You know, you didn't know what to expect, right? Houston has been so good the first 2 weeks. Maybe the class of the entire league, and Tampa Bay had been down in their luck. Finally, the home opener. We had a fun first half, had everything.
Yeah, and you look at the records. I mean, throw them out. I mean, the Roughnecks and Vipers, you always toss out the records in this historic rivalry. And all joking aside, though, you look at Tampa, they're not an 0-2 team. I know that that's what their record reflects who they are, but they have more talent than that, and it's come to the forefront today in some really impressive fashion. That's
finally cashed in, get some offensive scores. Time now for today's progressive game flow.
Yeah, and PJ Walker continues to be a star. This guy is absolutely sensational, doing a great job scrambling, seeing his receiver uncover, and at the last second, tossing it. Flowers has been the answer to Tampa Bay's prayers. They haven't had many opportunities to score touchdowns in the first couple games. This time they cash in, and Walker on the broken play. I mean, bobbled the snap, disaster coming. Not for him. He makes something out of nothing as he catches in for the score, and then Cornelius put a bow on the first half. And you look at this, beautifully done as you listen to the freshman.
Yes.
Loving it on the 2-point conversion to close out the first half. So it was exciting, and I know you're never supposed to talk about it and put the cart before the horse, but we might have only the third over potentially in XFL history.
Right.
So.
And Diana asked the key question at the end: what quarterback do you go with to start the second half? It's interesting.
Yeah, and it's a feel thing. I mean, you got to think Flowers is going to get plenty of opportunities because he played well.
Right.
Cornelius, though, dealing the hot hand coming off that 2-minute drill. So I'm going to be fascinated to watch that.
Tom Luganbill is in the Tampa Bay locker room.
Good plan, sure am, guys. We got the coaches, players passing through. Come on in here. Coach Trestman and the offensive staff, defensive staff just got out of their coaches' locker room. Now they're going to address the football team as a whole. Coach Trestman going to be listening in. You see Jonathan Heimbach, the offensive line coach, they're fired up at Tampa in relationship to their run game. Let's listen in if we can here on Coach Mark Trestman.
That's it. Just keep chasing, running, and hitting. The offense has got to stay on the field and keep them on the field. Wear them out. That's it. Have fun. Relax. Go play. Stay together. Lift each other up. Let's go.
Have fun, go play. Diana, what's Houston being told in their locker room?
Yeah, Tom, it's all about the defense in here. They met immediately as they walked in here, and the message is keep an eye on the route running. If you look at some of the play calling here from the Vipers, they're keeping everything inside. They want to try to squeeze them, but the message, though, has really been they got to learn how to deal with both these quarterbacks here. Let's take a listen in here as we're getting some instruction.
Don't go head up, A and B, but just keep blowing those gaps. All right, just keep blowing the gaps. And then when we say go to our stunts, same thing. Now you blow half of them, and then we come around on the other side. All right, especially if nine's in there, be ready to do that. You got to get across. Okay. Any questions on that? So stay in there. Stay in there. We'll be all right. All right.
Gabe Wright is captain of the defense here. Gabe, dealing with two quarterbacks here, how has this become a challenge for you guys?
Yeah, you just got to be aware. You know, it's not a thing you look for every possession. I mean, you know, but that's part of their offense. You know, I guess they really don't feel comfortable with 9 throwing the ball as much, clearly, because they had a 2-minute drill right there and they put them.
As soon as you get back out there.
Just as far as it goes, all on our side, you know, keeping it one way, taking their fans out of the game, taking their team down, and taking the game over.
All right, thank you so much. All right, guys, we got a ball game here, a tie score here. Week 3 of the XFL, an exciting one. We'll be right back.
Back in Tampa after a competitive, highly entertaining first half. The 2-0 Roughnecks and the 0-2 Vipers are all even at 18. Steve Levy, Greg McElroy, Tom Luganbill, Diana Rossini. In Las Vegas, focused very much on the fight tonight. Our friends at Caesars Sportsbook have the updated line. Houston's still the favorite, but it's dropped down to just 6. And the under has been the play throughout the early part of the XFL. Maybe not today. The over-under, the total today's start, we went in at 46. And that's been pumped up, if you want some of that, right now to 59.5. We got stars everywhere you look on both sides.
Yeah, I tell you what, the quarterback play by all 3 of these guys, P.J. Walker, Cornelius, and Quentin Flowers, has been excellent. Guys have been accurate with the football. They've been decisive. They've been opportunistic when the opportunity presents itself to use their legs. And Cam Phillips continues to do Cam Phillips things. I mean, the guy has been outstanding here in the first 3 weeks of the XFL and got loose for another big play, touchdown from his outstanding quarterback, P.J. Walker.
Houston will get the football to start the second half, as Tampa elected to take it first. Did not defer the home team. Able to score a field goal on their opening drive. But really the key for Tampa Bay, no turnovers in the first half after turning it over 6 times in the first 2 games. And the Vipers cashing in 2 touchdowns inside the red zone. We haven't seen that from them either. Janae Harris is back deep for Houston. And Andrew Franks put it in the air. The second half from Raymond James is underway. Really the perfect kickoff. You want to drive it to the 1. And Harris will be dropped at the 20-yard line. DeMontre Hurst, the special teams tackle.
P.J. Walker, he's the front runner to win the MVP. If they were to award it today, you'd definitely have to think he'd be the guy. And man, what a job he's done today. Very accurate with the football. keeping plays alive, moving in the pocket, displaying that accuracy and anticipation and comfort level within June Jones' offense. And how about this one? Drops the snap. Now you draw it up. And the next thing you know, he escapes around the right edge. I mean, even when a bad play happens, it turns into gold for P.J. Walker through the first 10 quarters of football.
On 1st down and 10, look to the left and throws to the right. It's Holly, and he's driven back for a loss by Josh Banks. So we've got everybody mic'd, right? You heard the XFL. How does P.J. Walker not swear, not say a word when he fumbles that snap?
I don't know. I cannot answer that.
Right?
I cannot answer that.
I mean, there was nothing other than being out of breath and celebrating in the end zone. That's remarkable composure.
It was amazing.
Hey, stall it out. Lose 45.
There comes some late pressure from Tampa Bay. Walker gets it away. It's completed. Sammy Coates his first grab of the
Tackling
game.
the receivers. Okay, here we go. Trips right. 81, divide special, X9. Be ready for the dog. Take a shot. If you don't like the X on the release right here, just get to the backside of the route.
Talking about the X right here. Here's your X. He's going to run him on a go route. See if he gets one-on-one coverage.
On 3rd and 1, Walker the deep shot. A lot of contact down there, and the flag comes in. Sammy Coates running step for step with Anthula Kelly for Tampa Bay. Coates, the 3rd round draft pick of the Steelers in 2015.
23. Pass interference. Defense, number 23. The ball we placed at the spot of the foul. 1st down.
It's a very obvious pass interference penalty. They trying to hit Sammy Coates on the go ball. Ran right by him. Underthrown deep ball, though. There, that ball brought rain. There was so much air under it. Sammy Coates just outran the arm, but underthrown deep balls should get a lot of pass interference because of the contact that'll be created.
Played 45 NFL games, trying to get back to the league. Sammy Coates, that's a 36-yard penalty in essence. And James Butler is the ball carrier.
Okay, let's go. Spread left. 91 switch corner. 91
Nevada
switch
single.
corner. H
Nevada
prop.
single,
Or
Tampa.
Y prop. Excuse me. Y prop. Wider split, Sammy. Sammy, 91. We're coming to you. He got switch corner on the backside. Prop over here. Outside release.
Sammy Coates at the bottom. See if they look his direction again.
Pressure coming. Walker trying to get out. Not that time. Terrence Plummer able to bring him down in the backfield.
Man, a nice job here by Plummer. You're going to see him escape up and try to blitz upfield, and he just slips underneath. The back's responsible for him, number 28, Butler, but he can't really locate him in the wash, and a good job cashing in. He was challenged before the game by defensive coordinator Jerry Glanville. Say, hey, when he takes off, that's your guy. Sure enough, Plummer drops him for a nice sack.
2nd and 14. Pressure again. Walker gets it away. It's Cam Phillips making people miss into the end zone for yet another touchdown. Walker to Phillips. Score again for the Roughnecks. 24 yards on the play.
Man, just a great route. One-on-one, all-out pressure. And he finds himself in an isolated situation working against the safety, Micah Hanneman. And that's just pitch and catch. You see Walker just drift ever so slightly away from the pressure that was coming off the right-hand side by just a little bit more time. And he throws a strike with great anticipation, and excellent job after the catch by Phillips, finding the end zone.
What out? Liz. Set go.
Up 6.
You're big, Liz.
Looking to go up 8. Ball spotted at the 5 for a 2-point play. On the ground, the draw to Butler. That looked easy. And the Roughnecks open up a 26-18 lead. Cam Phillips had the big touchdown in the first half for 84 yards, and we talked to him yesterday. We asked about those game checks.
6 more points!
Roughnecks getting used to those extra fat game checks, the bonus by winning. And I said, is that a big deal in the locker room? He said, yes. It's all anyone talks about. When you're not getting paid a lot of money, a little extra certainly go a long way. Diana.
Cam, you keep adding on and adding on. You got a big smile on your face. Take me through it, how you scored that touchdown there.
We knew it was going to be blitz zero. So coach dialed up the play. I just had to keep fighting, make a couple guys miss.
In terms of what your quarterback is doing right now, how would you evaluate it?
He's doing well right now. You see we're winning the game. Hopefully the defense get a stop, get us the ball back, and we continue to do our job.
I'm sure I'll be interviewing you later. Bye.
Again, the under has been the play throughout the early part of this XFL season. But the over, folks, enjoying this one. Here's dive for Tampa Bay. Luke's down to you. June Jones.
Coach, how much are you enjoying this access inside the helmet? We're listening to you, and you're able to give such detail to all of these players.
Well, I'm trying to make sure they do the right thing. It certainly helps, I'll tell you that. You got guys that don't, aren't real sure, but I can kind of direct them, and once I see the coverage and tell them what to do, so that's positive.
P.J. Walker just walked up and says, Coach, that's on me. I got to get that ball up into the outside. They can't run with Sammy. Coach, going to take another shot?
3 or 4 more shots. So we just took that one deep ball to down here. We missed one and then we caught one. But I kind of wanted to take 5 deep balls, 5 deep shots this game. So we still got a couple more.
All right, Coach, thank you. All right, guys.
The answer to the question is Taylor Cornelius for Tampa Bay. Trailing by 8.
Bad Mustang. No, we're just letting it roll. Hey, Bad Mustang. Bad Mustang. Let's go. Let's go.
Got to be thinking run to the left. Good to the right, bad to the left.
NASCAR. Sit.
Jacquez Patrick.
Go.
DeMarcus Gates made the stop. Comparison of the 2 quarterbacks for Tampa Bay.
Both have been very effective. I mean, they've both been accurate with the football. They've made good decisions for the most part. Obviously, the completion percentage in favor of Flowers, but numbers awfully similar kind of across the board there. And it's a good problem for Mark Trestman to know he's got 2 guys he can trust that have shown to be effective moving the football.
Very different skill set, trying to throw off the Roughnecks defense. And that is dropped. Goolsby could not come up with that. And it's 4th down.
Just complimenting Cornelius's accuracy, and that time off the mark. Goolsby had a lot of space. Big missed opportunity there from the Vipers.
More of those self-inflicted wounds, Greg. Tampa has talent, but they do this to themselves. Now, it hasn't been turnovers today, but moments like that where you got to have it, they continue to let themselves down.
Jake Shum to punt it away. It's 15. Sam Mobley is back deep. Long punt. Mobley drifts back. And that won't make the end zone. That'll be down at the 4-yard line by Dye. There is a flag down. If the punt stands, it's a 68-yard beauty for Jake Shum. Played his college football at Buffalo.
Gorgeous punt.
Buffalo suburb of Hamburg, New York.
Unbelievable punt. I mean, perfect spiral, deep, checked up. I mean, that was awesome.
I can hear Pat McAfee from here.
Or the brand, Pat.
Okay. Receiving team. 27. Okay, so half the distance. 2-2. Okay. During the kick, personal foul, illegal blindside block, 27 of the receiving team. The penalty is half the distance to the goal. 1st down.
That punt gets even better. Let's listen in. Here's June Jones. Exactly how he called up that last score.
Get a little movement to the left. You got the prop if you get any kind of blitz, and they're going to run right through it on the backside.
Go, Cam! Go, Cam!
That was awesome. Told him to drift. That was awesome stuff there from his coach.
From the 2, P.J. Walker not afraid to air it out from there. And Phillips running underneath it. He's well out of bounds. Terrence Plummer put another hit on P.J. Walker.
It's hilarious. We sit there and we're talking with defensive coordinator for Vipers, Jerry Glanville. He said, watch, when he's backed up, Jimmy Jones is throwing deep, and he's throwing deep right. Sure, that's exactly what he does.
Broncos, Radford. 33 Broncos, Radford.
He said June Jones is not swayed by down and distance. It means nothing to him. For you at home, it's 2nd and 10, however.
Got to run to the left here.
There it is. Some breathing room. Out to the 5-yard line from Andre Williams.
Really, the only down and distance June knows was 4th down, and it was earlier in the half.
June Jones in his 35th year coaching. Head coach with the Falcons back in the 90s. And the San Diego Chargers.
90s touchdown, wide prop. Taking a shot up on top to Sammy. 90 touchdown, wide prop. 90 touchdown, wide prop. They blitz you, dog. Zeros in the middle, 27 deep, so it's 30. Just run right by him over here. Run right by him.
You know what's coming at home, or attempting anyway. Here's Walker going to take off. All sorts of green, and cuts it up. And only because he stumbles, tackled by the turf monster. Out to the 34-yard line.
Man, great job. Didn't like anything downfield. The pass rush gets too aggressive. Next thing you know, he's out in open space.
One of the Vipers picked up the ball and ran into the end zone. It's the Antrez Mount. And the Vipers are celebrating on their sideline as if it's a touchdown for Tampa Bay.
I think what they're trying to show is when P.J. Walker went down, he threw the ball backwards, and they're saying that was a fumble because he was never touched down.
Never touchdown by contact.
You might be right, guys.
They got to stop this.
The way he dove, though, is kind of as if he gave himself up, but...
And they will stop it now. It's a 28-yard run by Walker. Never contacted.
First charge time out of the half, Tampa Bay.
All right, so they did not buzz down from upstairs. There are no challenges in the XFL. Every play is under review.
Does anybody touch him at that point? He was not touched, but what they would have to determine, did he give himself up? Is that a slide? Because technically, if they determined that he did not give himself up, that would be a fumble and potentially result in a Tampa turnover. But
Greg, that's far from a slide, bud.
Didn't hear any whistles either.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, he's shoulder forward, head forward.
So I think Tampa takes the time out there to buy time for the officials.
It's even easier on Sundays. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, ready, guys? Here we go.
It's
water off, water off.
In Sunday, they've modified that rule. Sunday, he's down every time now, no matter how he goes forward or backward. We changed that last year.
Get off.
But they modified it here to give him what he gets when he dives forward. But in that case, he didn't get up, so he's not getting anything extra.
Chuck Bresnahan is the officiating supervisor. Chuck, you with us?
Yep, we're here.
Steve and Greg in the booth. So
hey, Greg.
Tampa Bay takes the time out there. We thought to give you guys some more time to stop the game. You actually never stopped it, right?
No, we did not stop it. It was the correct call on the field. The quarterback gave himself up. Even though he was diving head first, he gave himself up. Therefore, there is nothing after that. It's ball's dead.
Never contacted down, but that doesn't matter when he's giving himself up.
That's correct.
Well, it's pretty simple when you explain it that way. Thank you, Chuck. Chuck Bresnahan, the officiating supervisor. But then comes into play is if you were agree that the quarterback was giving himself up in that particular situation. Sounds like Greg and Tom disagree with that. Here's Mobley on the receiving end. Mark Trestman would beg to differ as well. Diana.
Coach, you're not too happy with that call. Tell me what you saw.
Well, I saw Walker fall forward and fall. Actually not give himself up with his feet first. So had to give ourselves a chance there to find out what was going on, and the official made it clear to me that he did give himself up, so that's the play.
All right, thanks.
I mean, coming from a quarterback, that looked like he gave himself up to me.
Oh, it did? Okay.
To me, it did. I mean, he did trip for sure. The way he fell down, it looked like he gave himself up.
We'll see how the rest of this game develops as just how important that play and that call is.
20 is stand. Number 20 is stand. Pump him. Do it again.
I think P.J. Walker's seeing this edge pressure, guys, and he knows where he wants to go with the football. That's why he wants to play again.
Sounds like he wants to take a shot at number 20, Tavares McFadden. The way you were saying, it said 20 is dead, meaning he's gassed. Maybe take a shot in his direction.
2nd and 10. Walker on the run. Back of the end zone. Couldn't hook up with Blake Jackson. Let's take another look at that P.J. Walker run. It was for 28 yards. And either way, he'll be much more careful the next time.
I can understand why Tampa has a voice on that completely. I can understand them trying to sell it, but the way he kind of dove and put his arms out in front of him, it just looked to me, even though he was sliding forward, even though he was going forward, it looked like a give yourself up situation to me, Tom.
I don't like it. I don't think he looked like. I know he fell forward, but the reality is he fell forward. He didn't go, behind to the ground. And Chris Miller, the quarterback coach, is over here saying, "Get out of bounds," and he cuts back inside.
Walker throwing, nearly intercepted. Herb Waters got his hands on it. Couldn't haul it in. It's going to be 4th down.
They have to settle for 3, but just given where this drive started for Houston, huge to be able to get some points all the way backed up, flipping momentum as we listen to Walker making his case.
So just so there's no doubt, he said he gave himself up. He gave himself up. We should take the man at his word. Here's Sergio Castillo from 49 and missed it. Missed it to the right. And the score remains 26-18. Roughnecks. Once again, this year we'll have coverage from the NFL Scouting Combine at Lucas Oil Stadium coming up on Thursday through March the 1st. NFL Live will be there all week on ESPN, plus ABC will have special coverage of the linebackers workouts February 29th from 5 to 6 Eastern, and NFL Network will have their usual full coverage. We dialed up Dr. McShay to look into his notes from the 2017 NFL Draft on P.J. Walker. 58% completion rate as a senior, so that was a big concern, but McShay points out he creates and extends, and Todd in big bold letters said not a runner. People just assume, and he is not a runner. He's looking to pass first. Winner, gamer. P.J. Walker was 20-8 in his final 2 seasons at Temple. That's not bobbled. That little exchange was bobbled there. Still on his feet is Patrick. He'll be taken down now at the 31-yard line. Edmund Robinson for the Roughnecks.
Yeah, just kind of an unusual exchange there. As you watch Cornelius kind of bobbling it himself. Fortunate that he was able to contain it, didn't bounce into the hands of a Roughneck defender.
Monday. Hurry, hurry, son.
2nd and 17. Cornelius underneath, out to the 40-yard line.
Nickel. You got dribble right, 62. Z All-State swap, X under jerk.
62. Yeah. Monday.
X is at the top. Watch for him on the under route, about 5 yards to break in.
Cornelius, what about shoveling? It stays on his feet, uses the big frame to reach out for the first down. Gain of 9 on the play.
Good job making something out of nothing with his legs, but I thought he had an opportunity to hit the middle of the field. Felt that collapse, felt some disappearance on the left side, and took advantage of it. Good conversion there from Cornelius.
Under 4.5 to play, fast-moving third quarter. Directly at midfield.
NASCAR, son!
Pressure coming off the corner. Cornelius running away from that. Took a big shoulder in the middle of the pileup.
Looks like Cornelius has access to Quentin Flowers' section of plays here with a couple of quarterback runs. And how about the hit here at the end? Boom.
I'll tell you, Greg, too, you know, Ted Cottrell touched on this with Diana in the first half, that when you have to defend quarterback run, you might not have enough players in the box, and that was the occurrence right there.
2nd and 3. Cornelius let somebody else run with it. Davion Smith. And the stop.
We got Fonzie left. Fonzie left. 67, Bodog chop. Fonzie left. 67, Bodog chop.
Sultana one dog. Sultana one dog. Sultana one dog.
One dog, that means man coverage.
Hurry, son!
Rushing 4. Cornelius a shot. Just 2-5 for Dan Williams.
It looked like the throw was pretty decent. Oh, yeah, you look at it. Looks like Williams slows down just a touch. He would have had the Jets on the whole way. He might have been able to run underneath that one.
4th and 4, offense staying on the field. 4th and 4 from the 44 of Houston.
NASCAR, son!
Cornelius got it in there to Jalen Tolliver. First down and more, the 20. Gain of 24.
Man, beautiful throw from Cornelius. As a right-handed quarterback, try to throw an out route to your left. It's so easy to miss that throw inside. Not here, though. He puts it right on the money for the conversion. Excellent route, too, from Tolliver on the out route, creating that separation and making positive yards after catch. Great throw and catch there from the Vipers.
Corian Ballard had a decision to make, a strong safety. Guessed wrong. Out to Williams in the flat. To the 10. In there. End zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Little campfire.
Houston's extinguishing it.
Yeah.
Marquestin Huff went into the celebration to take the football away.
You can't do that. That football says Vipers
69,
on it.
F short bite. No, you're on.
Talk about your unsportsmanlike conduct.
69.
69.
2-point game.
69.
2-point play upcoming.
You can officially celebrate too, Steve. The over is in. So it's interesting nonetheless.
Pitching.
Yes, there you
It's
go.
never in doubt once we had the score early in the third quarter. From the 5, trying to tie the game. Cornelius put it off the face mask of the defender. Olajoy. 2:06 to go. The failed conversion keeps it a 2-point game. Big Dan Williams had a rough, tough East St. Louis into the end zone for the score. There's your campfire. Somebody trying to ruin their good time. So while the Vipers might still be losing in this game, they have made drastic improvements. You can see in the red zone for the first 2 games. Really had 3 full weeks to practice those campfire celebrations, and they have figured things out today. They trail by 2, just over 2 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And the under has been the play all along in this young XFL, but not today. Gotten some points. Ball's fumbled out of bounds. Diana.
You're having quite the day. You scored on that 2-point conversion. You just scored on that touchdown. And I want to know all about that play calling, but I actually really want to know more about the celebration. Did you guys plan this? Tell me about this one.
Listen, let me tell y'all something. Everybody eat. When I put the ball on the ground, it was the offensive line, quarterbacks, the receivers. They did it all. So everybody got to eat.
Everyone got to eat.
Everybody got to eat.
And guys, Quentin Flowers was the first guy to come over to give him a high five. So all the quarterbacks liking your work, guys.
Awesome. He's a good story, Dan Williams. He actually probably should have had the first offensive touchdown in Vipers history, except he got caught last week for pushing off offensive pass interference on what would have been a touchdown catch. Here's P.J. Walker with a 2-point lead. Sidearms it out to James Butler. He won't get back to the 20-yard line. Dan Williams, you take a look at his locker. It's lined with photos and clippings and goals. And so he's got photos in there of Kellen Winslow, Miles Davis, and Jalen McKenzie. So Winslow, an all-time great tight end, Hall of Famer. Miles Davis, legendary musician. So who's Jalen McKenzie? Jalen McKenzie's an 8th grade football star from near Williams' hometown of East St. Louis, who was killed by a stray bullet last May. Williams said each item is a reminder of why he is working hard and inspires him to always improve. Walker loads up. Try to find Sammy Coates. Micah Hanneman on the coverage. It falls incomplete. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, a little contact here between Coates and Hanneman. And you could very easily have thrown a flag right there, and that would have been a huge penalty.
Trips left. Trips left. 61, Sox special. Wide corner, Z drag. 61, Sox special.
4 down, 4 down. Solid out. Move, 45. Let go.
Good protection for Walker. Throws, tried to drop it in there, and Malone had it and couldn't hang on. Again, Hanneman on the coverage for Tampa Bay, and it's going to be 4th down. Jerry Glanville loves his safeties, enjoys the corners, but loves all his safeties. Part of that defensive backfield for the Vipers.
Pretty good throw and a good route. Working against 2-man, created plenty of separation. A nice job, too, by Hanneman, recovering after that deep ball where he almost got flagged and making the play there on the corner route.
With 6 seconds left in the quarter, the play clock says zeros.
Delay of game. Kicking team, number 5. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
You guys down here on the sideline, standing next to June Jones and Chris Miller, the quarterback coach. You know, you had that long throw to Sammy Coates, and June Jones is going nuts about the call to the official. In a split second, he completely shuts it off, gets right back to calling the play. Then you have the drop ball on the corner route, and the only thing he says to the quarterback is nice throw. And everything is monotone. It's exactly the same. He's unbelievable.
That's how the quarter comes to an end.
It's the quarter.
The 3rd quarter of play. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Lugs was just talking about June Jones. Hard to tell in his locker rooms whether he's
You're
won or
saying
he's
on that
lost.
ball down the middle that the free safety was playing the ball. What is that? What is that? He's going for the ball. The guy's running into him. Frickin' sorry ass.
You've probably seen and heard the Jerry Glanville rant on NFL Films. The NFL stands for not for long. Talking to the officials, here's the June Jones version in the XFL.
But if I mean, our guy is going like this, the guy runs up his face. If he's playing the ball, then you could, but he's not playing the ball. And for you not to see contact on that, I'm wondering what the hell you're doing in this league. Seriously.
All righty. Justin Nelson, the back judge. How's your day going?
Oh, my goodness.
Don't you want to be an official?
Yeah, oh, my goodness.
And didn't I just get done saying he's cool and calm. You can never tell if he's winning or losing. And June Jones feeling the frustration. Here's Dye. Just got across midfield. Here's the play that Jones was talking about so kindly to the official.
And I understand the frustration. I mean, Sammy Coates is trying to run a post, and Hanneman initiates that contact as he's trying to run under it, and it doesn't look like Hanneman really turns around and tries to make a play on the ball until the very end. So I thought it should have been a flag, and I'm kind of on the side with June Jones there. I was surprised that it wasn't.
XFL officials are all from the college ranks, and the majority of them all from the Power 5 conferences as well.
Monday.
Great starting field position for the Vipers, trailing by 2. Taylor Cornelius remains in there and remains accurate. Jalen Tolliver on the receiving end. It's going to be a 2nd down and short. If you started with us at the beginning, you're already in the over. And now that total has been adjusted to 62.5 the rest of the way. On the ground, Davion Smith still on his feet all the way down to the 30-yard line.
So run there by Smith. Just a bowling ball in there between the tackles.
Good Buffalo.
You're good Buffalo.
Good Buffalo. Let's go, let's go.
Over and over again. Good to the right, bad to the left. Just got to run to the right here.
NASCAR, son.
There you go. A little crease for Davion Smith. Diana.
Steve, I'm here with the great Bernie Kosar, and I was chatting with him. What are you doing here, Bernie? And he's friends with Coach Mark Trestman, but he also has these people. This is the script for this series. So can you tell us what we're about to see here?
Well, I don't want to give away any secrets here with our coach, and things are going so fantastic right now, but we love the Florida Heat, and we're one of the top running teams in the league, and you can see we're putting a little pressure on them.
Come on, Bernie. This is the XFL. We like all the access, guys.
Well, you have all the access. We want physical football right now.
Thanks, Bernie.
Mark Trestman, as a college football assistant coach, won the FBS title at Miami in 1983, and his starting quarterback was great Bernie Kosar.
Bernie before the game too, out there throwing a little bit. I mean,
still spinning.
Still spinning. I was actually taking notes. I was sitting there. I was all right. Well, Tampa Bay's got 4 quarterbacks on their roster.
Hold on a second, Greg. You didn't even know who he is.
I did not know who he was. But
I had to describe the classic Bernie drop back from center.
I know who Bernie Kosar is. I didn't recognize him, but I was taking notes, watching Tampa Bay. If we're gonna do a power rankings on teams, coaches' ability to throw the ball at a high level, I think Tampa Bay might take the cake. They got
over the age of
6 or 7 guys that can flat out throw it.
Well, we got Chris Miller and June Jones over here on the Houston side.
Fair.
Quarterback's well represented here in Tampa.
Yeah, let's go, let's go. Monday. Hurry, son.
Cornelius quickly to Reese Horn.
All right, here we go. We're phase left, 67, KC, X-Chop.
Jet 1 dog.
Phase left, 67,
Saw jet 1 dog.
KC,
Saw jet
X-Chop.
1 dog. Saw jet 1 dog.
Right, X-Chop. So here's your X. The chop route for them is a go route. So let's see if they find a one-on-one situation. Take a shot up top.
There's your shot, and it is knocked away at the last second from Dan Williams. Jeremiah Johnson got a hand in there. Excellent defensive play for Johnson.
And it was a great release initially. Get on top, climb the defender. Ball was thrown just a little bit behind him. That ball's out in front. It's a touchdown for Tampa Bay, but a great play recovering there by Johnson, like you referenced. Slightly underthrown. Get your hands up so you can get a piece of it. So good recovery there from Johnson defensively.
Field goal attempt for Andrew Franks from 43 to give the Vipers the lead. It is on the way, and it is good. 12:48 to go in the 4th quarter. And Tampa Bay in desperate search of their first XFL victory with a 1-point lead. Coming up later today, the Renegades of Dallas and the Dragons of Seattle. Seattle picking up their first victory a week ago. That's the game over on Fox at 5 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow, New York and St. Louis. Pro football returning to St. Louis for the first time since December 17th of 2015. And then the nightcap. That's Cardell Jones and the DC Defenders. Try the road on for size, taking on the Wildcats. And here are some of the picks.
Let's make sure we emphasize what's most important here.
Got it.
The fact that 3-0 against 2-1, so 1-game lead over Luke's against the spread. And hey, if you parlay those this week, who knows? Maybe turn in some money. But Luke's, we are in disagreement on all 3 games against the number today.
I know. How about that? To be honest with you, St. Louis, they're at home. It's going to be big, right?
Yeah,
it's going to be big.
It's going to be big, no doubt. It's going to be crazy in there for sure.
And I don't know which New York team's going to show up.
I understand that.
But they're not going to play as poorly as they did a week ago.
I think they're going to come out and play inspired football. I like the New York team a lot better than people realize. Last week was not an indicator of what that team can be.
Now we'll see the New York Guardians next week, and they'll be thrilled to see us as well at MetLife Stadium. Kick returned out to the 36-yard line. We'll see how Houston responds. Walker and company, they're not used to playing from behind. And here they are, trailing by a point.
Let's go. Trips right. 33 Broncos, Radford.
Hey, we got 33 Broncos on 22. Four down.
Roughnecks went 3 and out last series.
Take over.
Khalil Lewis, running room down the sideline. Just short of the first down, second and short.
Bad choice.
All right, let's go. Trips right. Trips to the
choice.
right. 60, Bob Marley. Get to the corner.
Hey, four down. Take over. Hey, Stone 45 Vice. Yep.
Steps up and throws. 50-50 ball that Nick Holley could not come down with, and neither could Anthula Kelly.
And it's a good job climbing in the pocket off the pump and just slightly underthrown. It was a nice play defensively by Kelly, going up, timing his jump perfectly, almost getting hands on the football, almost intercepting it. It's a heck of a defensive play there.
Tampa's got to start getting some of these turnovers to make up for how many times they've given it away the first 2 weeks.
No turnovers in the game by either team. Walker again down the sideline, this time for Cam Phillips, and a flag comes in. Kelly on the coverage. Going to get flagged for it.
Defense, number 23. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. First down.
I mean, man, that was close. I mean, it looked like pretty good coverage there. It didn't look like a ton of contact there.
Odd choice.
Is that the June Jones effect? You're arguing to hope to get the next call. That time the flag to benefit from that. Here's Khalil Lewis on the far side.
51. We got Blast again. 51. Zigo Blast.
Move the safety
right.
up to
51.
Move the safety
quick.
up.
51 quick.
Move the safety up.
Blast.
This Zigo, you're going to see the Z, and you're going to see run right to the flat.
It's Lewis again. Spun around. Did not get there. Hanneman made sure of it. It's going to be a third down and about 3. It's cool to see Glanville and Jones on the same screen in pro football. Again, they've been together in some way, shape since 1977.
Utah single Tampa.
Only a 10-year period. Since 1977, they didn't speak.
Sticky on it. Sticky.
Jerry Glanville sent a black rose. Sent a black rose to June Jones in the mail. And that meant you're dead to me. Took a job he didn't want him to take. But they've patched things up. Well, they've never talked about that black rose thing. Here's Walker to the seam to Cam Phillips. Touchdown. Roughnecks back on top. The 5th lead change of the game. And the 3rd touchdown catch again for Cam Phillips. He's a machine.
Man, such a great job by Walker, though. Look at him drift away from the pressure. See the right side? There's an unblocked rusher coming off the right. He knows he's unblocked, so what does he do? He moves away from where that guy's coming from just to buy a little bit more time to allow Cam Phillips to separate. Man, has he ever separated from the field as he caps off what is another incredible day. 7 catches now for 180 and 3 touchdowns.
Going from the 5 for 2 points. Throw is caught. Nick Holley, and he ducked down to let the defenders go flying by him. And that's the 2-point conversion. And so Houston enjoys a 7-point lead with 10:24 to play. Cam Phillips was already the XFL Star of the Week. He's looking to repeat. 3 touchdown catches a week ago. 3 more touchdown catches here today. Now we've still got 10 minutes to play in Tampa.
This copyrighted broadcast of the XFL and ESPN may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the XFL and ESPN.
Real good game in the 4th quarter. It's a 1 touchdown game, and then you got to figure out how many extra points you want to go for. 34-27. And the Vipers about to get the ball. Dante dive. Out to the 33-yard line. Down to Diane.
Cam, I said I'd see you later. I didn't think I'd see you a few minutes later here. 3 now. They got man-to-man coverage on you. Take me through how he was covering you.
You know, he had inside leverage, and, you know, late in the game, I understood, you know, I just got to be patient and trust my technique. I did. Got a good, clean release. PJ, you know, went through his progressions and found me, and it was 6.
In other words, you beat him, too. That's what you did. Let's send it over to Tom at your quarterback.
Oh, hey, Diana, how are you doing? PJ, so you're drifting away from the pressure. You got somebody in your kitchen. How are you marrying your feet to your eyes and able to get that throw off?
Just worked on it all week, you know, just staying consistent and knowing what he gonna do is we got to be on the same page, and every time we are.
Quarterback coach Chris Miller just came over and said you can't be satisfied. We got to get 1 more.
We got to get 1 more.
I think we make a good team, though.
We do.
You think you get 2 more?
We do. We can definitely get 2 more.
We're going to finish it. We're going to finish it.
Let's get the first one first, though.
All right, well, let's settle for 3.
Cam Phillips was an undrafted free agent signed by the Bills to their practice squad in 2018. We asked him in the meeting yesterday, you know, why you're not in the NFL? And he said, I guess I wasn't good enough the first time around. People have been loving his ability. 2.5 games in the XFL. On his way. Here's Dan Williams, the big target.
I'll tell you this much, Cam Phillips is definitely good enough. That's for sure.
So then it's something else, right?
Well,
we've had that conversation.
It's situation, it's circumstance, it's repetitions, it's the right place, right time. That's so much of being uber successful in the league.
Patrick. Well, we've had that conversation. Everybody is in this league and not in the NFL for a reason. There's something somewhere missing, whether it's injuries, off the field, ability, or the numbers game.
Just circumstance.
Yeah, circumstance. Coaching.
Monday. Hurry, son.
Tolliver. Kind of strong second half for Tampa Bay.
Left. Good Buffalo, F. Rambo. Triple left.
Good Buffalo.
Good Buffalo, F. Rambo.
Good Buffalo. Let's keep rolling, boys. Let's go.
Get here, Cornelius. Keep rolling, boys. Good Buffalo. Run to the right.
Monday. Hurry, son.
Smith. Down to the 30.
I can't take it.
Bison.
Back to 1 dog at B. Back to 1 dog at B. Back to 1 dog at B.
NASCAR, son.
Cornelius has fallen in love with his own running game. He's brought down by Cody Brown. Tampa Bay trails by 7. Of course, they were getting 7.5 when this game started.
Let's go.
3rd and 4.
NASCAR, son.
Second effort going to be short. Davion Smith couldn't get there.
Decision time for Mark Trestman, you got things to keep his offense on the field.
Bison. Bison. Let's go.
Bison's going to run inside. Expect their big back to hit it right up the middle.
Give it to Smith, and he gets there. Gamble pays off. First down, Tampa Bay. 7:15 left in the fourth. Clock winding.
Bad rabbit. Bad rabbit. No. Bad rabbit. No. Bad rabbit. No, you're leading. Go.
Houston has to run somebody off the field late.
No.
And you can hear the frustration.
No. 34-27. Roughnecks over the Vipers. Critical red zone spot here, standing next to Mark Trestman, the head coach at Tampa. Tells his quarterback, Taylor Cornelius, he hasn't been in his ear a lot, but he says in four-down territory, and to protect the football. Be careful with the football, Taylor.
Biggest thing here is, as a quarterback, you got to have the internal clock. You cannot take a sack. Under no circumstance. Sacks are never, ever, ever okay in the red zone.
Single safety.
Be really smart, but also get the ball in his hands.
Let's go. Monday.
First down and 10.
Hurry.
22 of Houston. Here's Cornelius. And there's the sack. Exactly what you talked about. Greg, the sack from Kashad Lyons.
Man, it was a good job by Lyons. He works upfield and then kind of converges as Cornelius steps up in the pocket. Great job shedding the tackle, too. You just can't do that if you're Cornelius. I know your right tackle gets beat. Ball's got to come out on time. I hear him playing behind the sticks.
Hurry.
Second and 14 after the sack. Comes some late pressure. Cornelius gets rid of that one. Reese Horn on the receiving end gets the yardage back. Third down.
Stay nickel. You got Fossil left, 62 bump, Z branch, F car jerk.
62 bump.
Fossil left, 62 bump.
62 bump.
Z branch, F car jerk.
62 bump. Let's go.
Four down territory here.
So he could run the football in.
Here's your F. Let's see if they look at the F.
To throw. 3rd and 7. It's there. Beauty of a ball by Cornelius. And Jalen Tolliver has the first down.
Very similar play that they converted on a big 3rd down earlier. Man coverage, one-on-one. Tolliver working that out route, creating some separation. Beautifully done.
Tampa Bay lining up quickly. 1st and goal. On the ground. Patrick is trying to hang on to that football. Ran into DeMarcus Gates. Luke, I'd love to hear from Mark Trestman if they do score a touchdown. How many points are they going for after that?
Well, another thing, too, guys, with Mark Trestman is he's walking down to the goal line.
At nickel, you got
XFL.
fin right exit. F fly, 78 solid. Z Raider invert.
78 solid.
An offensive coach can walk down and be on the line of scrimmage. As you see Mark Trestman going to get the bird's eye view of this offense, and I will get to him on that call.
2nd and goal.
Monday.
Cornelius to throw for it, in some trouble. They won't take the sack that time, just throwing it away, and it's 3rd down.
Good decision. You have to play 3rd down.
Okay, here we go. We got nickel. We got Foxy left. We got righty up, F Burbank, Z fade.
Righty up. Goes right.
Ball at the 1. 1.5. Cornelius lost one. There's nobody there for Tampa Bay. Jalen Tolliver nowhere close to it. 4th and goal.
Good. Double left. Righty up. X Lion. Z fade. Why now, Dan? What?
So here's your X. Expect a slant, perhaps. Dan Williams up top.
Cornelius in trouble now. Throwing. too far away for Dan Williams. Kalen Burnett had the pressure for Houston.
Let's go.
And ran Cornelius and the Vipers right out of that play.
And surprised. Cornelius has played well in the second half, but down there when the yards are so difficult to get, surprised they didn't put in Quentin Flowers. I really am. The more dynamic option as a runner gives you an extra gap that you have to account for defensively. And if things break down, he can run around with a little bit more intensity. So it's not a bad look, not a bad throw. Trying to give his guy a chance in a desperation heave, but I think down there it might be better to go with the more mobile option in Flowers if they get down there again.
4 shots from the 2, get nothing. Last week in a similar spot, they had 1st and goal from the 1, elected to eventually try to go for the field goal, and they had a fumbled snap on the field goal attempt. Here's Houston leading by 7 and with the ball. P.J. Walker completes to Cam Phillips. 8th catch of the game for Phillips. 3 of those for touchdowns.
Greg, don't you get the sense that June Jones treats the clock like down in distance, as in he doesn't care?
Yeah, you got to think. I mean, obviously, it'd be a 4-minute offense situation. You'd get in heavy personnel and you'd run the rock. But you look at this Houston roster, and tell me if you found one, Lugs, but I don't see a tight end.
There isn't one. They got extra linemen, but there's no tight end.
They don't have a single tight end on the roster. So the run and shoot has its advantages, but closing out games can be somewhat of a challenge. Expect June Jones to just keep doing what he's doing as Phillips and P.J. Walker continue to deal a very hot hand.
Jason Neal is the injured Viper.
Yeah.
He's played very little in the first couple of weeks because he's already been injured. Now he's walking off the field slowly.
Trips left, 32 Denver, Lanai. Hey, 28. This play, 28 in.
28
After this play.
Asking for his running back, trying to get James Butler in there.
Coaches never change. Where's 28?
Yeah, no names, numbers.
Here's Andre Williams.
Butler goes in now, and there he goes. Here comes Butler into the offensive set.
Roughnecks are working that clock. Standard timing rules outside of the 2-minute warning, as we hit 3 minutes left to play.
We got chips left. Shit. Camp on 2-2, ready? Bombs. Let's go.
Walker sticks it in the belly of Butler. He'll stay in bounds, and Marriage stayed on his feet. I thought he was down for a loss as he fell off the defender. They're going to give him a couple of yards.
Good job there by Butler staying alive. I do think he was never down at that point.
Vipers will spend a timeout. 3rd down and 4. The Vipers desperately need to get off the field here. In search of their first victory of this young XFL season, here in their highly anticipated home opener.
And it's smart to spend the timeout here, too, because inside of 2 minutes, obviously, the rules adjust. You change with how the game and the clock runs. So it's smart here by Mark Trestman and that Vipers coaching staff to take the timeout before the 2-minute warning here naturally and see if they can't get a chance to make a play here, get the ball back to their offense with a chance to go down and score.
Trying to get some of that home crowd advantage here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Trailing by 7. 3rd down and 4 for Houston. Walker going for it and nearly intercepted. Micah Hanneman, who's been in virtually every play for that Vipers defense, breaks it up. Walker was looking for Sammy Coates, and it's 4th down. Tampa's going to get the football back.
Man, he had a chance. Walker just misses it inside. If you look, He throws that ball wider up the numbers. Sammy Coates might have a touchdown. Instead, one of the few misses we've seen from Walker today, off the mark inside, nearly intercepted. And now Taylor Cornelius, who ran a beautiful 2-minute offense at the end of the half, gonna have a chance now, down 7, to go down and tie this game up or potentially take the lead.
Rico waited till there was 3 seconds on the play clock. It's a short punt. It's Dye for Tampa, still on his feet, just across midfield on forward progress. And that'll take us down to the 2-minute warning. 1:53 left in Tampa. It's a 7-point game. Look out for the hook.
Yeah, I see it. Great team drive. Now we gotta finish. Watch it. It's a show. It's a show.
Tampa Bay football. Last time they had 4 shots from the 2 and got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, and only 1 rushing attempt. 3 straight throws. Surprised by that, and also surprised too, they didn't go with the better runner at quarterback. Cornelius has done a nice job in the second half for the most part, but you would think Flowers, to account for the quarterback's mobility, would have been the better option at the 2. So if they get down there again, let's see if they maybe give 9 a look, try to opt for some potential quarterback run.
Tom Luganville asked Mark Trestman if they do go in and score. Trestman said he would just go for 1 point. And that would force the overtime. First overtime of the XFL, which would be fun to watch. That'll be an interesting decision. Here's Cornelius throwing. Corey and Ballard right there.
Good, Oscar, good.
Tolliver's been the favorite target.
Turbo, let's
8
go.
catches, 104 yards for Jalen Tolliver. Trying to find him there.
NASCAR, son.
They do run the football. Little change up, Davion Smith. Clock stops.
Bison.
It's an inside run.
Let's go.
Inside run, quick. First sound.
NASCAR, son.
Run it again. With Smith. Again, Tampa Bay has no timeouts remaining. But the timing rules here allows the game clock to stop on a play where it was tackled inbounds.
Which really benefits the offense. You don't have to play to the sideline. You have your entire playbook. You can run it if you so choose. So real advantage for the offense inside of 2 minutes.
Just needed to get the first down on the last play, but they're running it again on 1st and 10. And Smith is going to be driven back for a loss. But Troy Lewis, the first man there.
67.
Loss of 3 on the play.
67. Hurry, son.
Got a throw here, 2nd and 13. Cornelius intercepted, picked off. DeMarcus Gates at Ole Miss with the interception to likely seal the game.
Turnovers have been the story for Tampa these first few weeks. This time, Cornelius thinks his running back, Davion Smith, is going to break out. He looks like he's going to, and next thing you know, Smith stops. But the defender continues, not on the same page with his back. And you see Cornelius with his hands up. Smith the same thing.
It's over. It's over.
As it's looking like the Houston Roughnecks will now get to 3-0, and Tampa, after what was a spirited effort, going to come up a little bit short, and those that were squeezing the game, let's look at points are going to prevail.
DeMarcus Gates, who made that interception. Coaching staff told us the only thing that's keeping him from the NFL are injuries. He makes the big play on defense to seal the deal. But you're right, that was all the talk leading into this one. Turnovers and failure in the red zone on offense. Tampa Bay cured a lot of their ills. And then there's the turnover late in this one.
25 Broncos, naked right, on towards right.
Red zone failure at the end, the 4 shots from the 2. And then the turnover.
Come on.
The 2 bugaboos.
seemed like a miscommunication there just between you and your target. What did you see?
It was just one of those things. He read it differently than me, and, it happens.
May not come away with the victory today, but a lot of positives in comparison to the first 2 weeks. Where do you go from here as a football team?
Absolutely, just building each week. Obviously it's not what we wanted it to be at the end of the game, but we showed a lot of fight today.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Taylor looked at me, guys. He said, "Oh no, not you." And then he said, "Just kidding."
And speaking of what's to come, guys, guess who's coming next into Tampa? Cardell Jones and the DC Defenders are next up on the schedule. That is rough. Tough times for Tampa, except for those who backed the Vipers today. Enjoy the 7.5.
The hook.
The hook will get you.
Hook gets you. Brings you back. The Blues Travelers reference.
And an easy cash on the over as well. It's just the third time in this XFL, this young season, that the over has cashed. All three have been Houston Roughneck games. Houston's going to go to 3-0. They'll play at Dallas next week. It's the Renegades. That'll be a good one. And the final seconds will tick off. As today, June Jones gets the best of his old pal, Jerry Glanville. This was fun. This was a good time. Pro football on a Saturday afternoon in Florida.
In February.
In February.
This is the best.
Luke's.
Coach, a lot of positives, but you just aren't in the win column. What did you take away from today?
Yeah, I mean, we got better today, but we didn't make enough plays to make it happen in all three phases, really. We just didn't have enough for them at the end. We had a chance to score and tie the game. We didn't have enough to get it done. Credit goes to June and his staff, and we're closer. We're a much better team this week than they were a week ago. We've got some work to do.
Improved quarterback play, but what leads to your decision when you decide to make a change either between series or within plays, and what led you to stick with Taylor at the end there?
I just thought he finished well, and we were going to give him a shot in the second half to see how he was going to do. We moved the ball. I'm disappointed that I didn't get Q in a little bit more. I would have liked to do that. It didn't work out that way, and for our team, I'm sick for our team. They continue to work. They've worked to get better. As I said, we're a better team than we were the last couple of weeks, and we just got to stick together and keep working. It'll come out the other end for us.
Coach, thank you very much.
You bet, Tom.
All right, Diana.
With PJ Walker, who has become the star of the XFL. But let's start talking about your team first. You guys are 3-0 right now after beating a really good defense here. What'd you learn about your team today?
Oh, how tough we are. We battled through adversity throughout the whole game. They kept answering every time we scored. We just had to answer back.
For you personally, your comfort level, every single game, it just seems to improve your ability to extend the play. Where are you getting all this confidence from?
I'm just watching film, studying. I've always been a guy that always took time in the class and in the film room and just study. I try to just prepare as best I can. And, it just comes from preparation and seeing what they're going to do up front and trying to find lanes when they bust down.
On the sideline, you guys kept saying, come on, defense, you just need to come up with one more play. In terms of the confidence you have of your defense now after they're able to finish this game for you, how do you feel about that?
I feel great. I felt like throughout the whole season, our defense was playing really well, and they played well today too. Tampa offense did a great job moving the ball. So, I think when the time came in the fourth quarter, our defense stepped up big, even down on that 1 yard stop.
That they did, and you stepped up as well. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you.
Best player, best team in the XFL. You sold on that right now?
They're the most exciting offense, no doubt. As far as well-roundedness, I think DC certainly has a case, but I think both Houston and DC so far through the first 2 weeks have been absolutely outstanding.
As I mentioned, the Defenders come here. Tampa Bay is up against it. Start the season 0-3 in a 10-game regular season. Next Saturday, the Wildcats and the Guardians on ABC. We'll talk to you from New Jersey.